Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's foundation review is going to be on the Makeup Forever HD foundation sticks. So before I get into the application of the foundation, I just do want to tell you a little bit about this foundation stick. So on the Sephora site, a little bit about these sticks. It says Ultra HD Invisible Cover Stick Foundation creates a flawless complexion on camera and to the naked eye. Developed specifically for the film and TV industry's most advanced technology, it is completely invisible under the latest super focused 4K lens. The revolutionary foundation contains amino acid coated pigments that provide medium to full coverage with a lightweight second skin texture that looks just like skin. It leaves a natural looking radiant finish and is formulated with hyaluronic spheres for time release hydration that is perfect for normal to dry skin. Ideal for foundation touch-ups, contouring. It can be applied at home or on the go for a flawless complexion. So to start off, the shade range, even though I know they did update it, is still a little bit weird in these foundations. So I got mine in the shade 177 Y505 and 173 because I feel like 177 has the brown that I need. It has a really good brown undertone, but it's a little bit too flat. And this has the yellow I need, but it's probably a little bit too light. So my plan is to mix these two shades to come up with my perfect shade. But before I go in with the foundation, I am still going to use a primer. And I'm actually going to use my Makeup Forever Step 1 primer. Just because, you know, this is a Makeup Forever first impression. So I am just going to get a nice amount of this on my fingers and apply it to my skin. And you guys know, after applying my primer, I like to let it sit for about 2 minutes just so it can get tacky. So after my primer dries, I'll be right back. Alright, so now that I have let my primer dry down a little bit, I'm just going to start off by taking, I guess, a little bit of the darker shade and applying it, and then a little bit of the more yellow shade and applying it like that. So no particular order or anything, just kind of covering the areas as I see fit. And the first thing I do notice is that these are like super creamy. I will say that, which I would say is a good thing. Hopefully they dry down really good though. The only thing about creamier foundations or foundation sticks is sometimes they can be very oily, but let's hope that's not the case. So it's gonna get my nose as well. So I kind of try to keep the same trend around my face, dark first and then light on top. And I'm just going to be taking my e.l.f. flat top kabuki brush and blending it in. Alright, so this is after one layer of foundation, and so far the foundation looks okay. Definitely not my favorite thus far. There are a lot of areas where I can see my hyperpigmentation, and I feel like in this foundation I can even really see a lot of my pores for some reason. So nonetheless, I'm going to keep on going. I'm just going to add another layer and then I'll be back. So this is what my face looks like after 2 layers of foundation, and so far I would say that the foundation is doing okay. I do wish that the foundation had a lot more coverage, especially for a stick foundation. I was really expecting a lot more coverage. I do feel like I had to kind of work pretty hard to get the coverage that I'm used to, and I also do feel like it just settles into all of your fine areas. Like, you have to be very meticulous about how you apply this foundation. and where you apply it to, because it settles in like all of your fine lines. So you definitely have to take your time blending out this foundation. I will say that it's blendable, but it's almost too blendable, if that makes sense. It's like the foundation moves around too much. It doesn't ever really dry. I feel like it's not dried down yet, and it's causing my skin to look kind of streaky and blotchy in some areas, and I'm not feeling it. So I am just gonna continue to try to work out the coverage that I have thus far. I feel like I got enough coverage, and then I will be back once I apply the rest of my face products. Of course, I'm gonna be using my Tarte Shape Tape because that's my like favorite concealer right now. So I will come back and let you guys know how it worked out with those products. All right, so I have completed the rest of my makeup routine, and okay, I'll be honest, I feel like the foundation does look better once you let it set for a while. I do still personally feel like it does cling to just certain areas of my skin, but the best advice I would say for applying this foundation is to just kind of let it dry down a little bit. It's honestly still not dry. It's not one of those foundations that actually ever, I feel like, dries down. So I will do some setting spray before I leave the house, just because I don't want my makeup to just be kind of all over the place throughout the day. I do still feel like it's a medium coverage. I did not want to continue to add layers and layers and layers of foundation, because I don't want that thick cakey look. No matter what kind of foundation it is, 4K, 5K, whatever, if you continue to add layers and layers and layers, I mean, it's going to become more detectable how much makeup you have on. So I guess I will just try to give this foundation some time to, I guess, wear on me, because so far it's not my favorite. I just feel like the finish, it does give you a natural finish, I'll be honest, but it's just, for some reason, it's just not complimenting my skin. Maybe that'll change throughout the day as it just kind of calms down, because I literally just finished my makeup. So we'll see. So it is 3:32. Make sure you guys can see that. It is 3:32. I will try to keep this foundation on for at least 6 to 7 hours. Now, one thing that it did not say, I don't think it claimed to be long wearing. But for me, I need every foundation to be able to stay on. I did primer and I will set it. So with those two things intact, if this foundation cannot stay on for 6 hours, we gonna have a problem. So I will be back in a few hours, guys, to let you know how the foundation held up. Hey guys, I'm back. So it is now 8:20 p.m. So I've had this foundation on for a little over 5 hours. And I'm gonna try my hardest not to ramble, because I've recorded this segment at least 4 times now. And truth be told, this is not my favorite foundation. I just have to keep it real with y'all. So first, in terms of the color range, it does come in, I think, over like 20 colors. They have a lot of shades. But for me personally, I can't speak for the lighter spectrum, but I know the darker spectrum of these foundations are just wrong. It's either hit or total miss. Like, even me mixing these two foundations still did not get my skin tone dead on, and I just can't get down with that. Also, in terms of coverage, for this to be a stick foundation, I expected a lot more coverage. If you think about it, because we did mix these two, I had this shade and I have a lighter shade, and you guys saw me, you know, mix the two. That's 4 layers of foundation. I'm not happy with the coverage for 4 layers of foundation. I'm just gonna zoom in so you guys can see. As you guys can see, you can still see areas where my hyperpigmentation is just clearly shining through. It's not even like a cast. I can just literally see where the spots are. In terms of transferring, it transfers horribly. It is not clinging to your skin well whatsoever. As you guys can see, all along my jawline, the foundation is literally just walking off my face, and it hasn't even been 8 hours, so not even a standard day. And to make it worse, I kind of cheated because I didn't even end up leaving my house. So if my face looks like this under air-conditioned circumstances, I would hate to see what my face looked like if I literally had to wear this all day. Also, like I said, I just feel like it just transfers everywhere. I'm sorry, for $43 for, and I think this is not even a full ounce. I don't want to lie. Let me check. yeah, this is not even a full ounce on top of that. Makeup Forever. I love the brand, but I just feel like with these, it was a miss. I could definitely see me using these to contour and maybe highlight a little bit. I could see that, but as a full foundation, it's just gonna be a no for me, dog. So especially for $43, I mean, I just can't wrap my head around that. When I think about, and I think my problem is they market this to be a professional foundation. So when I think professional, I think something that is full coverage but looks like skin and can be used on a range of different skin tones, which I don't feel this can, and can be used in any environment, you know, a red carpet, whatever it is. Because of the way it transfers off your skin, you can't go to the red carpet and have your makeup all over everybody. So just for this to be marketed as a professional 4K television foundation, I don't see it working out well. And if it does this while sweating, I'm pretty sure it's not tear proof. So that's not good if you're gonna be on TV, if you have to cry. I don't see how this is gonna turn out super well. So I'm sorry guys, it's gonna be a no for me. If you have had better luck with this foundation, if you have any tips or tricks or anything like that, please make sure you leave those tips down below. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, make sure you do so before you go, and I will see you guys in the next video.